Back again for another episode of Let's Talk Laredo College with Dr. Minita Ramirez, President for Laredo College. Dr. Ramirez, how are you? Good to see you as always.
Good to see you too, Ruben. Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching. And so it's always great to be here.
Well, a lot has happened since we last met, and so we've got a couple of things that we can talk about. But I want to start off with something that was most recent, and that was a celebration. A celebration of an anniversary, but not just that, a celebration of a new chapter in the Laredo College story.
It is. It is a brand new chapter in our history. We're celebrating 78 years of Laredo College's existence. For those of you that don't know, Laredo College was established in 1946, and we opened our doors in 1947. We received our first class. And so we're celebrating 78 years of our existence. And at the same time, during our celebration, we kicked off a most incredible new campaign, because this is where you belong. And that is going to be the beginning of a whole new marketing campaign for us. But at the same time, I think it's a whole new meaning to what we're doing, regardless of age, regardless of your interest, regardless of, whether or not you think maybe not, should I go, should I not go? We have a little bit of something for everyone. And so this is exactly where you belong.
It's an amazing new campaign. In it, the simplicity is what makes it amazing, because it's simple, but it's very effective and very true.
That's correct. And I think it really ties in with our mission, who we are, what we do, and what we're here for. We're here to provide the quality education to everyone who wants one and everyone who needs one. And so everyone is invited. The doors are open. We have open in enrollment. You do need to apply. But we have an open admissions policy, and so where if you're afraid you're going to get rejected, you won't. So, but we do encourage people to submit an application, and if you're able to get your transcript and bring it in, so that we know how to guide you, so that we know how to help you and how to move you forward towards that ultimate degree that you may want.
I want to come back to the registration process, because we're about to embark on another 8 weeks. But I just want to back up a little bit. When we talk about a campaign, we're talking about a marketing campaign. This is something that you see internally and through all of our media outlets, as far as social media, anything that we can share our story with. But this is also for our external partners, our media partners. So, for example, I already saw the billboards. I mean, that was amazing, because it was that, I guess, that day that we launched the campaign. And so can you explain a little bit about what a marketing campaign is, and why is it important?
Well, I think that our messaging has to be inclusive. We do have to support not just the mission of the college, but we have to appeal to those who are in doubt of what they want out of their own lives, right? And what direction they think they might be headed. And so ideally our campaign, this hopefully 2 years, will open the doors to those who have had doubts, who maybe have postponed the idea of coming back for a certificate or an associate's degree, or even a bachelor's degree at a community college price. And so as we embark on our next 8 weeks, Ruben, you and I have talked extensively about our 8-week programming. And so our next 8 weeks begins on October the 13th. If you're interested and you think you might want to take a couple of classes or one class, come on over or go online and to applytexas.org and submit an application, because this is a new start. So every 8 weeks, as we begin a new semester, you have the opportunity to take another set of courses, but you also have an opportunity, if you haven't started, to start new. And there is financial aid available. We still have Palomino Pledge funding. We do provide our meal plans for full-time enrolled students. And so all of those things are to support that grand mission of this is where you belong. Come see us.
Hopefully, when you see the billboards and the advertising, you'll remember what Dr. Ramirez just said, and the website that's on that campaign is simple. It'll take you straight to where you need to go, go.laredo.edu/enroll. And so that's why it's so simple, because the message is there, and then also, hey, by the way, if you decide you want to do that, here's the website, right?
Right.
And it's where you belong. Really, it's really hard to describe unless you're here as to what that means, but it really is all encompassing. It's where you belong, and it's where everybody belongs. It's not age specific.
No, it's not. It's not age specific, and it's certainly not specific to a particular area. If you're interested in possibly getting a certificate in something else, HVAC or electrical, or you wanna take an Excel class, or you wanna take a class in logistics, just because you're interested, you can take a course or two or three or four. I mean, it's up to you. And the idea is, how do we get you on track to either reskill yourself or retool yourself? Now, on the other end, you have those young people who maybe graduated last year from high school and decided not to start college, and are now thinking, I gave myself a semester off. I'm ready to begin. This is the time for me to come back. So, come in. Come in and see, because you do belong here. This is a great place for you to get your start and possibly your finish to the next phase or the next chapter of your own life. We start chapters here at the college all the time. There's one chapter finishing and the next one opening, and the same goes for your life. And so maybe you were waiting for your children to start school and now are thinking about coming back because you want to go into teaching, or you want to be a teacher aide, or there's so many possibilities that we welcome you. And we want you to feel like this is where you belong.
The FAFSA application for next school year is opening October the 1st.
Yes.
This will probably either drop that day or maybe a little bit after, but either way, by the time you see this, the FAFSA application should be available for 26-27.
Correct.
So just a little heads up on that. And actually, I've heard a few people tell me it's already open, so. Yeah.
So I think they've opened it up earlier to try to make sure that it doesn't crash on the first day, because as we all know, in previous years, it always seems that the day they open, the system crashes. If you obviously haven't done your income tax for the 25 year, but you can use the 2024 income tax to do, because we're doing prior, to do your FAFSA for the 26-27 school year. So why is that important? Because the sooner you get it in, the sooner, if you get chosen for verification, you bring in the documents, all of those things get taken care of ahead of time. And so you're not left waiting to see if you're going to get federal assistance or not. And so we're in the process of encouraging all of our students to start doing their FAFSA for next fall, those that aren't going to graduate or transfer. And even if you are going to transfer, if you're a current student and you're going to transfer someplace else, you still need to do your FAFSA. So ideally, we want to encourage everyone and parents to be aware, because last year, if you all recall, or this year, the FAFSA didn't open till this spring. And it created a huge backlog for a lot of people. And so we were able to help people through that process as we waited for documentation.
And again, that would be for the fall 26 school year, or academic year. But the point is, whether you want to go to LC today, whether you want to come see us today or next year, now is the time to act.
Yes.
Really. So.
Yes, because the sooner you get it done, the better.
Yeah.
Ideally, you want to get it done early because there are, about 30 to 50% of all applicants get chosen for verification. That means they need a copy of your social security card or your driver's license or your whatever. They may ask you for an additional document that needs to be submitted, and then they have to review it before we can get a response. And so then you know exactly how much money you're going to have to plan and prepare for the next academic year.
We all seem to have the mañana syndrome, so
Yeah, let's hope not.
it's best to talk about these things now and put the little bug in the ear, right?
Yes.
So that they can do it way ahead of time. Moving on, Dr. Ramirez, a couple of big events coming up between now and one of them we might be able to meet before. Well, we could talk about it briefly at the end, but the next big event really that's coming up on campus, and this will be at the South Campus, is the Fall Fest. So
Yes.
I mention that.
And we're excited to invite everyone. Fall Fest is October the 18th at the South Campus. It will be from 5 in the afternoon until 9 o'clock in the evening. It should be a great event. We will have the luchas again. We are revamping the layout a little bit to make it a little more comfortable. We're going to have a petting zoo this time. We have numerous student groups performing. And we're actually going to have our costume contest from the little ones to the adults. And so if Halloween is your day, right? Get dressed, come out, participate, and have a good time with us. We're going to have food. We're going to have lots of game booths. All of the departments are participating. It really is a family affair. And this is an opportunity for our students to really get involved with our community. And so come out and join us on October the 18th from 5 in the afternoon until 9 o'clock in the evening. Come join the fun, the festivities, the food, and certainly the family. Bring your family out. Bring your favorite costume. Come and have a great time. It will be an opportunity. And that event, before I forget, Ruben, is sponsored by Falcon Bank. And so we're saying it's Falcon helping to support fun, food, festivities. Come and join us.
Nice. And if you're not familiar with the Fall Fest, which is a very popular event, the Halloween contest, the costume contest is just off the charts. They love,
Yes.
People love it. But if you're a little
Shy.
shy and you just don't know what Fall Fest is, right here on our YouTube channel, if you're watching on YouTube, there's all sorts of videos for
Yeah.
Fall Fest. So go back, check them out, and hopefully you'll get the ganas to go check us out this year at Fall Fest. I kind of skipped an event, but because it's this week, and so there's maybe only a few days for people to take advantage of this, but it's still something I want to talk about because the Laredo College Education Foundation, is it Education Foundation or
Yes.
Educational Foundation? LC Education Foundation is hosting their inaugural fundraiser,
Yes.
the Arts Gala. So let's talk about that.
So that too is a huge opportunity for us. Our LC Foundation is putting on an arts gala. We have some incredible art from some local artists and some artists from out of town that will be auctioned both in a silent auction and in a live auction. We're fortunate that we were gifted some Watson paintings. And so they're gorgeous paintings, and apparently there are numerous people who want them.
Oh,
so we're getting community members saying we want to come because we want to try to bid on that. So I hope Laredo will come out. The tickets, individual tickets, are $150. There are tables available starting at $1,500. So it will be a nice event. It is Friday evening here at the Kazan Center. And Robert Summers will be our auctioneer that night. And so we're grateful to him for volunteering and the support that we've gotten from our community for that event. IBC is sponsoring that event for us. And so we've got some really strong support and certainly to our foundation board members. who have really worked very diligently to put it together. And then the team in our development office here, Rene Gonzalez and Dr. Ortiz and Angie, and everybody's working really hard to try to get it. We do have a website. So if you go onto our website, you can find the art gala, and you can see some of the paintings that are going to be auctioned off that night. There are some photographs already posted.
That's laredo.edu/arts-gala. And it's October the 3rd, which is on Friday, which is this Friday, depending on when you're watching this. But also the Laredo College Culinary Department they're going to be
Yes.
Pitching in, as well as the jazz ensemble from LC is going to be there. I'm pretty sure the mariachi will be there. So
That's
it's not
cool.
just the arts and some of the students' art and even sculptures, but also some of the other departments getting involved.
Yes, and so our culinary students are preparing some of the goodies to eat. Our mariachi will play and our jazz ensemble will play. And the idea is, how do we showcase the things that we're teaching here, at the same time give our students an opportunity to interact with prospective employers and to see how people pay it forward, right? And learn from that. And so it is going to be a beautiful event. And again, it is this Friday, October 3rd, here at the Kazan Center.
Yeah, it'll be a really nice event. It's a gala, so the point is to get everybody dressed up and have a good time. So we're excited for that. And can you just briefly mention what the LC Education Foundation is?
So the LC Education Foundation has been a part of Laredo College for many, many years. Initially, it was started by Dr. Dovalina, one of our previous presidents, and a group of local community members who wanted to help fundraise for the college, to help support its programming and its students. And so now the foundation has reconstituted itself, and we have some community members who have taken it upon themselves to really come together to help support the mission of the college. And so we're blessed and grateful. Miss Lucy Hastings is the president of the foundation, and she's put together a nice group of folks from the community who understand and know the work that we're doing here at Laredo College and want to help the mission and the vision of the college, but to help with not just scholarships, but also in the programming. Some of our programs are extremely expensive, Ruben, and so maintaining that and sustaining that long term, this is very, very helpful. And so we're grateful to all of the members of the LC Foundation and to the community at large that supports this college all the time.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, there is.
One more event that we may or may not be able to talk before then, but just in case, that is the Laredo College Golf Classic on November the 1st. And you mentioned Falcon Bank being the sponsor for the Fall Fest, but they also signed up to be the sponsor for the LC Golf Classic.
And this is the third time. Falcon Bank has really supported Laredo College for the last 3 years in a very strong and big way. And a huge thank you and abrazo to the CEO, Mr. Gilbert Narvaez, and to all of their board of directors who have been so generous with us and see the commitment that we have. And so we're thankful to them and for supporting this. But the golf tournament is the third time we have it. That too is a fundraiser. And while it seems like we're doing these back to back, the foundation doesn't always coincide at the same time with our golf tournament. The golf tournament has become somewhat of a staple in the fall, and so we've tried to spread things out. But the golf tournament is going to be at the Casablanca golf course. And it is going to be November 1st. The weather should be fabulous. And we're hoping to have about 100 to 120 golfers. And so if you're interested in joining that golf tournament or playing in the golf tournament, please reach out to us. It's a lot of fun. We've had a great time over the course of the last 3 years putting it together and and really bringing together the people that all went to school here, people that that played golf in high school, that are avid golfers. And so how do we, to build that camaraderie, it's for everyone. They're working already on who's going to play on what team, and so please join us. It's a lot of fun, and if you don't play golf, come out and join us anyway, because it is a lot of fun.
And oh, by the way, there's a $3,000 first prize.
Yes, there
Just
is.
saying.
Just saying.
Just want to throw that in there. It's $175 per player or $525 per team. And I know you mentioned the proximity of the dates, but really, I mean, because we're going to cover early October, mid-October, and then November,
Yes.
or late October and begin November. But these are three different events that are unique in the sense that different people are going to attend each
Correct.
event. So I think it works out really well. Something for
Yes,
everyone.
so we're trying to make sure that we don't, pick on the same people, if that's the right way to say it. But ideally, they're those that love the arts, those that love golf, and then you have a family event somewhere in between to really just enjoy family and fun and food and,
Yeah.
the festivities. So we're trying, again, falling in line. This is where you belong. This is where we hope everyone feels comfortable, feels at home, and certainly comes and joins us.
Perception is reality. And I think it speaks volumes that you have community partners like Falcon, like IBC, that continue to support our mission. I think that alone, of course, the marketing campaign is one thing, you see all of that, but then just the fact that we've got so many community partners that want to assist, and that's just the top of, that's just the tip of the iceberg, because you've got community partners that donate school supplies for some of the department. I mean, it's just phenomenal. I think that in and of itself is a big sign that Laredo College, the mission that we have here, is being supported.
Well, and then we have those donors that will tell us, here's a check, but I don't want any publicity. We have quite a few of those.
Yeah.
That will say, I wanted to go specifically to X program, or specifically to, buy boots for the students in the welding shop, or to buy equipment for the HVAC program, or to go to students in the logistics program. I mean, there are very specific desires of people, because it's what they believe in, it's what they've known, and don't want the publicity. And we certainly appreciate all of them as well. We also, have incredible partners that our students work with. I was having dinner Friday night with my siblings, celebrating a birthday of one of them, and at our local restaurant, and one of the students that was working there came up to me. She goes, "Ma'am, I graduated from the LC Culinary School."
Wow.
So I got up and we started talking, and then the chef came out and talked to me, and then he said, "By the way, I have 4 of your culinary students in the kitchen, and they're doing amazing work." And so it was just a wonderful experience to see that our students are actually enjoying what they're doing based on the experiences and the learning that they're getting here.
Dr. Ramirez, and there's just hundreds of stories like that, by
Yeah.
the way. It's just, it's beautiful to be able to come across them. As the president, I'm sure it must make you feel so proud.
It is, and they all wanted to take a selfie, so it was fun. It was fun.
Anything else that you wanted to talk about before we wrap up?
Well, before we wrap up, I want to remind the community that, Laredo College is really the foundation of all of our educational construct here in this region. I had the wonderful opportunity to meet with all of the superintendents on Friday, and every one of us is really working diligently with our faculty, with our staff, and with our students to provide the quality education that our communities deserve. I want to thank the superintendents for making an effort from LISD, UISD, Zapata, Consolidated, Hebronville, and the Catholic schools. And we had a real nice conversation about what are some of the opportunities that we have to continue to partner, and at the same time, what are some of the challenges that everyone is facing as we implement new laws, as we implement new requirements that came out of the most recent legislative session. And so how we work together to make sure that our students are getting that quality education. Please know that every one of us, every single one of us has it at the top of our list because that's what we're here to do. And I want to give a special shout out to our new president at TAMIU. Christopher is here, and I know he's going to do a great job. And so we want to wish him much success and welcome to Laredo.
Dr. Christopher Maynard, right?
Maynard, yes. And so great guy, comes from Houston. He was at Houston Clear Lake, and the president there is a good friend of mine, and the president at San Jac, the chancellor at San Jac, also a good friend of his and a friend of mine. And so, you know, it's a small world, but we want to welcome him and we want to wish him all the best. And so thank you, Laredo. Thank you for being supportive of who Laredo College is, and know that the future is bright and for all of us. And we will continue to provide an excellent educational programming, and we will continue to strive to be the very best to support not only the businesses in our community, but the students and their desires and their hopes for the future.
As always, thank you, Dr. Ramirez. Appreciate your time and your thoughts and your wisdom and all the stuff that comes with being the president for Laredo College. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Ruben.